Welcome back for day 6 in the Course in Miracles workbook lessons and reflections. Lesson 6 says, I am upset because I see something that is not there. These exercises with this idea are very similar to the preceding ones. Again, it is necessary to name both the form of the upset, anger, fear, worry, depression, and so on, and the perceived source very specifically for any application of the idea. For example, I am angry at blank because I see something that is not there. I am worried about blank because I see something that is not there. Today's idea is useful for application to anything that seems to upset you and can profitably be used throughout the day for that purpose. However, the 3 or 4 practice periods which are required should be preceded by a minute or so of mind searching, as before, and the application of the idea to each upsetting thought uncovered in the search. Again, if you resist applying the idea to some upsetting thoughts more than others, remind yourself of the 2 cautions stated in the previous lesson. There are no small upsets. They are all equally disturbing to my peace of mind. And I cannot keep this form of upset and let the others go. For the purposes of these exercises, then, I will regard them as all the same. It's a really powerful lesson today. I am upset because I see something is not there. So one of the things that I wanted to highlight with this lesson is what we're talking about here at the end when it says there are no small upsets. They're all equally disturbing to my peace of mind. And I wanted to bring this to our attention because it's so often that we make these little things like not a big deal. We're like, oh, well, it's fine. I'm just going to kind of move on. And not to say that's like the wrong thing to do, but any little bit of upset, the course is inviting us to clear all of it and not to justify some things as not a big deal. It's like, if it's bugging you, if it's present, let's attend to it. And I just think that sometimes we kind of are moving so fast in our lives that we just kind of wish-wash things, but they bug us. And over time, those can become really grand, and resentment can start to brew, bitterness, frustration, etc. The other piece here that I think is important to remember is that when you feel resistance to applying this lesson, it says, I am upset because I see something that is not there. When you find yourself in resistance to applying that to specific kinds of upset, like I have one coming up right now that I'm like, am I willing to apply this lesson to this upset? Because honestly, I've told myself the story so many times that I'm convinced that it's true and that I'm justified. And there is a part of me that wants to be right and doesn't want to apply this. I am upset because I see something is not there. I can resist that because I'm like, no, 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 I see something that is there. Or this actually did happen and blah, 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 blah. The course is saying you cannot keep some of these things to yourself while you're trying to let go of the upset in other areas of your life. So I love this material so much because it's so black and white. It's like love or fear. And if you want to be in love, you've got to let go of fear. Fear has many cousins: upset, anger, anxiety, overwhelm, frustration, loneliness, despair. If I want to be in the state of love, that means any degree of those sub emotions of fear need to be brought to the surface, blessed, and released, because there are no small upsets, like the course is saying. They're all at the same level. If we were to apply a lesson from the text, one of the lines that I love so much in the very beginning of the text in A Course in Miracles is, there is no order of difficulty among miracles. So sometimes we think, well, this is just too hard to heal, or like, I am this way because so and so said this, and then that happened, and blah, 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 blah. So it can't be healed, or it can't be forgotten, or whatever. But the Course is saying there's no order of difficulty. All miracles are maximal, all expressions of love are maximal. So some things are not harder than others from the perspective of love. It's all fear, it's all illusion. We as humans in our intellectual minds, we like to rate things. And the Course is inviting us to take a step back. If you recall the first few lessons, like, I don't know what anything is for. I've given everything in this room the meaning it has for me. I'm never upset for the reason I think. I am upset because I see something that is not there. It's inviting us to really step back and to see love and illusion. And when we are justifying the illusion, and when we are holding on to our version of things, it keeps us still the littlest bit out of the field of love, because love is maximal. There's no opposite. It's all encompassing. And that is essentially the goal of the Course, is to teach us how to embrace the loving thought patterns that we were coded with, and to deconstruct and disengage from the fear-coded programs that we have inherited and adapted ourselves to. So good luck with this lesson today. Play it out throughout the day. When you feel upset, say to yourself, I am upset because I see something that is not there. I mean, I see something that is not there. If you feel triggered, like if somebody says something to you and you're starting to feel upset by it, it is likely because you are having a past association to something, which is seeing something that is not there. So we're really looking at just taking things as they come without going into our past associations about what it could mean. We have to recognize on a certain level that we are seeing things that are not there. We make up stories about why people do a certain thing, what they meant by it. This is all the trap of the ego, trying to keep us looping in the energy of fear and out of the energy of love. So happy practicing. Write in the comments if you have any feedback. And I wish you a beautiful, beautiful